Hello students, in my last video I have explained you the chapter Madam Rides the Bus. Today let us continue with the same chapter. Undoubtedly, she had put innumerable amount of effort in planning and saving for her first ever bus journey. It was a dream ride for her. She resisted every temptation ranging from peppermints, toys, balloons to merry-go-round at the village fair. After so many efforts, she finally saved 60 paisa. When the financial obstacle had been dealt with, the next problem was to able to sneak out without anyone noticing. Usually Vali's mother used to sleep from 1 to 4 every afternoon. Vali used to benefit from this and used to go for excursions in the village. This time, it could be used for an excursion outside the village. Now, the bus reached an area which did not have trees. It was barren land, with a few shrubs here and there. It crossed a small settlement and a shop by the road. As the bus went with high speed, Vali thought that it would swallow the coming vehicles and pedestrians, but it passed safely, crossing all hurdles. When the bus was moving, it seemed as if trees were rushing towards the bus and would stop as soon as the bus reached them. As the bus crossed them, it appeared as if the trees were running away from the bus. Vali was filled with happiness and joy. Suddenly, a cow came running in the middle of the road, right in front of the bus. The bus slowed down to give her way and honked repeatedly. Unfortunately, it became more terrified and ran in front of the bus. As the driver blew more horns, the cow became wild and kept on running faster and faster. Vali found the cow incident extremely humorous and laughed to the extent that brought tears to her eyes. Again, the conductor teased her by telling her that it was enough for the day and she should save some laughter for the next day. Somehow, the cow went off the road on its own and the bus stopped at a level crossing from where the train was visible as a tiny dot. As the train came nearer, it grew larger. The train passed with a huge roar, thus shaking the entire road and the bus along with it. The bus started moving and reached a narrow street. On taking a turn, it reached a wider road. There were big and brightly lit shops on the road that displayed merchandise for sale. Wally was attracted towards all the lights and decorations. She glanced at each and everything. The bus arrived at its destination, and everyone except Vali deboarded the bus. The conductor informed her that this was the last stop, and just then she took out another 30 paisa from her pocket to buy a ticket back to village. She expressed that she only intended to take a bus ride, and upon being asked to wander nearby, she told him that she was too afraid for that. Conductor, while maintaining his nature all throughout the journey, replied by saying that she wasn't afraid to travel alone in the bus without anyone's help. Then why was she afraid of roaming in the town? To this, Vali replied confidently, as far as the bus ride was concerned, there was nothing to be afraid of in that. The conductor asked her if she wished to have a drink at the nearby stall or if he could bring her a drink if she was afraid to go out of the bus, but Vali told her that she didn't have enough money. The conductor insisted on it being his street, but Vali denied, and both of them waited for a new set of passengers to board. This time too, there were fewer passengers. Concerned about Vali, the conductor asked if her mother would be looking for her as she was all alone. Vali instantly replied by saying that no one was waiting for her. The return journey began, and Vali was just as excited as the first time. She was looking at everything enthusiastically when she suddenly noticed a cow lying dead by the roadside. It must have been hit by a fast moving vehicle. Wali confirmed with the conductor that it was the same cow they had seen earlier. Her mood experienced a shift towards sadness. She wondered how a lovable and playful creature instantly transformed into a horrible and lifeless one. The sight of the dead cow robbed Vali of her enthusiasm, and thus she stopped looking out of the window. She sat silently on her seat until she reached home at around 3:40. While deboarding, she conveyed her intention of seeing the conductor again, to which the conductor replied in a sarcastic manner. He told her not to forget her fare the next time she intended to travel. Wali went home. Vali found her mother awake from her afternoon nap. When she returned home, her mother was talking to one of her aunts who lived in the South Street. The aunt spoke so much that Vali called her a real chatterbox. It was difficult to make her stop talking. She even asked Vali a question and, without giving her enough time to reply, resumed talking. Vali also took the benefit of the moment and avoid any conversation regarding where she had been. While her mother and aunt were conversing, her mother was heard talking about the endless possibilities in the world one was unaware about, and even if one knew, it was another thing to understand it. Vali affirmed to what her mother was saying, leaving both of them astonished. She then justified her reaction by mentioning that she was casually agreeing to what her mother was saying. Her aunt then referred to Wali as a no spoking child who acted like a grown up lady, but only Wali knew what she was referring to because, after all, no one knew about her bus journey. So, I hope, students, you would have understood the chapter. Thank you.